Hi guys, so welcome again to the class on how to set up an e-commerce store online. Uh, this particular video here is a recap video for anyone that was not able to follow along with me in class. Just keeping you guys in mind that, of course, there may have been cases where I may have been going a little bit too fast for you to follow along. So this again is just a recap video, everything it is that we've learned in class, and to get you guys started on setting up your own Shopify store online. So first, we're going to start with this Google page. Start by typing in Shopify 14-day trial. All right, let's create an email address. Let's do bluemountainnyc@gmail.com. Password, store name, ecom test store. All right. Apple Express. Let's create the store. All right. So you could answer these few questions. Are you already selling? Uh, Whichever way you answer it, it's not necessarily a wrong answer. When would you like to launch your store? I'll be ready in a few weeks. What do you want to sell online? Or how do you want to sell? Okay. What is your current revenue? Just getting started. And then you click next. Pineapple Express. 123 Express Boulevard, apartment 4K. Type in Brooklyn 1100043. Okay, I think I may have made it a little bit too long. All right, New York. Put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Enter my store. Now here's the back end. Of course, as I may have made mention, if not, let me make mention of it. The 14-day trial allows you to create a full-fledged store minus the capabilities of being able to buy or sell until, of course, you select the plan. So the plans run between $29.79 and $2.99. Now, some of the advantages, of course, are that you get charged for a lesser rate the higher you pay. So as you can see here, your rate is lowest with the highest plan. But to be honest with you, the $29, which comes out to about $31.85 after tax, is very much sufficient to be able to run a successful and profitable online store. So really no need to extend any further to the $79 or the $2.99. But this, of course, is just for your references. You can do this at a later time. So let's get started here. This is where we're going to choose a theme. So some of the highest converting themes that are on the store can be found here within this particular section called Explore Free Themes. So let's click on that. My go-to themes are the Venture and or the Brooklyn theme. For the sake of the class and for what it is that we actually went over, I'm just going to continue with what we started, which is the Venture theme. Simply click Add Venture. And then we go back down here, go to actions. After it's finished doing its loading up right here. It's not loaded yet. We go to actions here, then we click publish. And do not concern yourself with this. Simply click publish again. And your theme will be published in this section, which means that now it is customizable. So let me go right there. So now for your theme, let's go on the inside. We just click customized. For your theme, you will of course have to choose a logo as well as a header image. So here are two of the places that we can go. So for my test store, again, I'll make this one into a, let me see, let's make it into a fishing store where I'm selling fishing products. All right, so now you could choose any image that you want. Pexels is a free, royalty-free image hub, and so all of these pictures you do not have to pay for. Simply a royalty-free picture hub, and you can also customize the size right here from large, medium, small, and even a custom size of whatever image it is that you want. For our purposes, I'm just going to use the large image. This is sufficient enough to get something. It's pretty good. So let's go here, show in Finder. I'll just drag this onto my desktop. Now within a slideshow section right here, this is where I'm going to add the image. So I'll select the image that was on my desktop, upload that, and now this image is going to appear in this section right here. All right, well, from my perspective, this particular green right here clashes a little bit with this blue. Again, this is just according to my training of being a web and app developer, which is my background. So I'm just going to choose a different image. Let's actually go with the image that I used in class, so which is an outdoor image. Outdoors. There we go. I just saw the image. There it is. Let's upload a different image. This is just a personal preference of my own. Of course, you can select your own image. You do not necessarily have to follow my steps, but this is just a personal preference. I do like the way the background blends with this particular touch of blue. So I'll select that. Here, it's very important to create a strong enticement. This is not necessarily a call to action, but it is an enticing feature, which what I would write would be up to 50% off. You can leave the view all products, and that should pretty much do it for that. Now within the header section, Pineapple Express, we're going to create a logo for this section, but for now, please make sure to click Save so that all of this data can be saved right here, and then we will go about creating our products as well as the rest of the images for the website. So let's create this logo. So here's a free logo design website where you can make logos for free. So I'll type in the name of my logo, Pineapple Express. All right, maybe I might need to reduce an A. And let's just see what kind of examples they present us with. Pineapple Express. Now, I kind of happen to like this one. So I'll select this one, click Add. Select the second name. And click Save. What they will require is your information, such as once you click download, you just need a low resolution version of this particular logo. So you just click download here. They'll ask you for your information. Blue Mountain NYC at gmail.com. Oftentimes, even though you could unspam this, but usually this would show up in the spam section. So you may, if it doesn't go into your inbox, it may show up within your spam section. So please be sure to also check out your spam folder or your junk folder in terms of Google. So let me go here. Let's click next. Well, there you go. It's not within my spam folder. Instead, it's within my regular folder. So you just click download right here. And it will download your free logo in this lower left-hand corner. Just click download again, and there you go. So you will always need a PNG version of your logo, not anything else. The PNG is a transparent version, as you can see. Even though this pine is cut off, or the P is cut off right here, this is just an example. So, of course, you could go back within the site itself and readjust these kind of things. But for example purposes, I'm really not going to pay too much attention to that. Close this particular folder and we'll close that tab and close that tab. Close that tab as well. All right, so this logo is going to appear in this particular section. Now, as you can see, a colored logo from a design perspective will not fit well here. So what we need to do is we need to make a white version of this particular logo. So what I would do is I would go into Photoshop. Let's make the adjustment here. Meantime, let me move these. And let's go here into the hue section, hue and saturation, and let's lighten this up. There you go. And simply save it as a PNG, logo, PNG, save, okay. And there you go. Now you have a logo that you can use in this upper left-hand corner of the website, which will be in your header section. So now let's select the logo, upload, Upload that, click OK, and Pineapple Express is present. So you may need to adjust the size. It usually depends on how big it is, but the width of the logo can be adjusted here, so I might reduce it down to about 300. Not that, then let's try 150. Probably keep it at about 150. That should be fine. All right. Let's also create an announcement bar. Something that says free shipping on all orders. And at least that is present. And then we can save this section. Next, what we're going to do is we're also going to work on these menu items. So let's go here to the back end. Let's go into navigation. Let's create the main menu. We can add the items, about us. For now, we don't necessarily have to create the page just yet, but I will show you how to create the page. Click add. Next, contact us. So for now, all you have to do is just hit the hashtag for a dead link, and then you simply click add as we continue building out the menu items. And the last one should be, let's see, men, or the last two will be men and women. So let's go here, catalog. Or as a matter of fact, since this is a general outdoor store, we don't necessarily have to break it down by men and women, because this is not necessarily clothing, but I mean, it's based upon personal preference and, of course, the background of what it is that you would know to do on your store. So let me see. We have home, catalog, about us. Might want to move this up. And let's also create a blog. And the blog should be right here. So the news. Click add. And that should be sufficient for the front end main menu. Let's scroll even further down. So that's the main menu. Now what we will do is I will show you how to create the pages. So for the about us, I will just insert some dummy text. So let's go here. Lorem ipsum. Let's see. Let's go back here. That's your lorem ipsum. This will be your about us page. And then now we click save. Okay. I'll go back to navigation. Go back to main menu. And the about us, we're going to edit this. And then we will link it to a page called about us. Then we apply the changes. Next, let's see here. We can, for the catalog page, before we get to that one, let me edit this. Excuse me. Let's Click Save instead. Let's go back to the navigation, or excuse me, back to the pages. We have to create the Contact Us page first. Contact Us. And here in the template suffix, there is a section called page.contact. And here you can put whatever content it is that you want. Ideally, of course, you would put your form of contact, the phone number, whether it's, well, ideally it would be a phone number, and this already creates right here, because you've selected this particular section, it will create the contact form for you. Here, the only thing that you're making mention of would be your hours of operation and the phone number at which to contact you. So then after that, you just click Save. Now let's go back to navigation, back to main menu, and we could delete the catalog section because the catalog will be on the front end of the website. Now let's go back here to Contact Us. Let's remove that. Go to Pages, and the Contact Us page is right there. Apply changes, and then basically all your standard pages would be created. I would click Save after that. And now let me just show you your front end. So in order to see the front end of your website, simply click on this eye icon, and then you will be able to see the front end. So here are your menu items. You can click the About Us just so you can see what it looks like. There's that, the Contact Us, along with the form. And then of course the blog section. There are no blogs or posts that are currently put up, so that's the reason why this particular section is empty. But if you go here, you go to blog posts, you create your blog posts, then a post will be present. All right, so click Create Blog Post, title, content, image, and if you want to add an excerpt, and that should pretty much be it. Then after that, you can just click Save. Now let's build out the rest of the website. So some of the things that we're going to have to put into it will be apps, ideally. Well, not ideally, but apps are a necessity, especially when it comes to running your Shopify store. They will help you in terms of your success. So when it comes to drop shipping, here is one of the apps that you can use, the Overload app. And this works hand in hand with AliExpress. Click on that. And this is how we could start uploading our first couple of items within the store itself. Install the app. Now, since this is an outdoor store, let's start choosing some outdoor items. So AliExpress is a drop shipping website. The products could come from basically they come from many places in the world. Some of the places, of course, are China, which the majority of American goods are Chinese anyway. So now you have the opportunity to basically be your own distributor of Chinese goods. But of course, a lot of people are very concerned about products not being of good quality, or products really not being able to meet the American standards. So some of the ways that you can eliminate those are, of course, through the filters that you choose. Right? So let me, instead of, let's see, fishing, or, yeah, fishing rods should be fine. Fishing rods. All right. These are some of the ways that we eliminate it. All right, we simply click on orders. Now, what orders tell us at the end of the day, and this is the section of orders right here, are the current orders that are in queue. So this is how many are, this is not a historical number, this is the current number of orders. So in other words, this particular product is a high demand product. This is a product that is currently being used by a lot of clients, and of course a lot of reorders are being put back in, and that is indicative of a good quality product. Now, not only do we want to make sure that the orders are high, but of course we also want to make sure that there's free shipping, because that eliminates our costs. of having to pay for any kind of shipping items, and we want to make sure that they are 5 stars or at least 4 stars and up. But ideally, of course, you always want to go for the 5 stars. So here we go. Here we have an item that's only going to cost you $10 US in terms of your cost. So what you would normally do is you would mark up the price of this particular items by at least 5 times. All right. So let's here. So, some people may have this particular icon. Some people may not. So I'm going to show you how to go about it, or around about this particular. If you do not see this icon right here, this is connected to the Oberlo app, right? So it automatically imports it once you click on the icon. But if you do not have that, let's go with the second item right here. All you have to do is just copy this URL. Go here to the front end, see where it says import product by URL or ID. Simply copy and paste that, and then just click import. It'll let you know right here that the product is being imported. And once the import is complete, all you would have to do is go into this icon right here, click on import list, and you will see both items that I just finished importing through the store. So one, I use the icon, and the other one, I simply imported it by the URL. So just in case you do not happen to see the Oberlo icon, like, you can still simply copy and paste the product URL and then paste it into your store. All right, let's choose a couple of more items. Let's see, I happen to really like this one. See, so as you can see, it's shipped from many places: Russia, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, etc. So I'm going to click on the icon here, and so that it can automatically be imported into my store. Now let's choose a couple of other outdoor items. Canteen. Let's go based upon orders. So here we have a hydration backpack, which is pretty neat. Perfect for camping, free shipping. And of course, we also want to make sure that it's 5 stars and up. So one of the things to also look at is e-packet. This allows goods to be shipped for free, and the estimate is usually around 12 to 20 days. But sometimes, or more often than not, the products are shipped and delivered to your client under, if not by, 12 days. So that's the reason why, of course, in the frequently asked section, which is something that you want to do, which I did not make mention of actually, but you would want to put an FAQ answering those particular concerns that a client may have, such as when your product will be shipped. FAQs. When your product will be shipped. For now, since we didn't create the page, I'll just put a dead link and just click add. All right. And the arrival time, or the expected time that they can get their they can expect to get their goods. So let's put here. Let's add that to the store. See what else they have. And also put this to the store. Now let's see what's next. Tactical vest. Perhaps for hunting. Free shipping. Or tactical. Let's put tactical knife. Of course, this is going to be by order. So when it says no e-packet, that means that there's no free shipping for these particular items. Now, of course, with e-packet, that means the opposite. All right, so I want to select free shipping. Or excuse me, let me actually correct myself. The e-packet or no e-packet does not mean that it's not free shipping. It just means that it will be a period beyond 20 days of being able to deliver that particular product to the end customer or to the end user. So e-packet means it's going to be in the range of 12 to 20 days, and anything that is not e-packet will be a period much longer than that. So it could basically take about a month, if not more, for the package to arrive at your customer. So, of course, you do not want to do that because you will get a lot of returns of the items, basically. So we could add this to it. Let's see here. Add that, and let me go to tens. If this happens, simply refresh the page. That often fixes it. So let's go here, back to orders. So this is a proper way of how to filter and find out some of the best items that are out there that you can promote yourself. Free shipping. And 4 stars and up. So there you go. Let's add this item as well. And also just another pointer. The reason why you'll see that there's an order for this particular item, and then you see an automatic half drop, or you just see a drop right here from 1,500 all the way to 500. That just most likely means that this particular product is being promoted a lot more than these other products. So that's what it's indicative of. So in other words, a lot of people are promoting this particular one versus this particular one. All right, so usually a result of the price. I mean, it could be a result of many factors: price, product quality, etc. So add this one to it as well, or shipping costs, etc. So now we're going to go to the back end of our Oberlo app. We're already in this particular tab right here. Let's refresh the screen. So now we're going to be able to see all the products that we have. We have an imported product list of tents, tactical knives, canteens or water backpacks, and fishing rods. So this is enough to be able to at least showcase some products on the front end. So what we'll do is it's always ideal for you to remove or white label or find any kind of images that have no I'm not even going to say that it's ideal. In fact, it's actually required as a good drop shipper that you remove any kind of labeling of this customer or of this particular product. So you want to white label every product that you have here. So of course we're going to remove that, remove this, and any product that has no branding on it whatsoever are the products that we will keep for the front end. Might want to keep these. The reason being, of course, this will also be in part of your variants right here. So as you can see, some of the variants of this product do have the labeling, but this is where you would have to be a little bit more granular. Open up your Photoshop or open up your Illustrator app, and then just white label the product. Also, any pictures of the product in use also make for a good video campaign. So here's an image of the product in use. You can take these same images and then put them in your video ad campaign and just run an ad where people are actually seeing that the product is in use. It helps with higher conversions at the end of the day. So I'm not really going to white label anything for now, or as a matter of fact, I will, just to give you an example, but I'm not necessarily going to go through the entire process of white labeling everything, but I'll show you how to do it once we upload the product into the store. So here's your product price. Studies have shown that a product price ending with 99 actually helps with conversion. So as you can see, it says 28 or 29, or right here it says $298.20. I will round it off as $29.99, and then just apply that change. And this is your profit. This is what you will get after the product is sold. This is your cost of what it costs for you to sell this particular product. Now, if you want to make the product appear as though it is on sale, simply go here to change all prices and put a higher price here. So we'll make it as $34.99. That will give the appearance that this particular product is on sale on the front end. Let's go here to description. Again, remove any kind of, or white label any kind of branding. So make mention of no branding of somebody else's product, because of course then the customer will be able to go in and find the name of the product and be able to get the product from AliExpress themselves. So you want to appear as the front man that is selling these particular products, even though at the end of the day you're just reselling other people's products. Any kind of information that is pertinent to this product I will keep, and anything that is not for the customer I will not keep. So a model number is not necessary. Of course, the dimensions are, it's a 1-bedroom, capacity 2 people. Very pertinent information to know. Aluminum is customized. I will remove that because you cannot customize it. Layers, double, season, 4-season tent. Building, construction based on need. Outdoor, fabric, and okay, camping and travel. Here we go to the front end. We want to remove that name, and we can make a nice description. The descriptions that you choose can of course also be based upon research that you do of similar products. So you choose your descriptions as you desire. Right now I'm just going to curtail what it is that we have here. I'll just use it as ultralight hiking tent for 2 persons. Or 2-person or ultralight hiking tent for 2 people. With mat. And now we just click on this button right here where it says import to store, and now the product is going to be imported here to the back end of the website within the product section right here. So as you can see, there's a product. There's your product section, and we're going to continue adding some more products to this store. I'll create 2 of these. So here's the name, just remove that. Automatic camping tent. We don't need to put any of this information. 2-person instant. We could probably put instant pop-up tent. Open anti-UV awning. There we go. We'll leave that description right there. Let's go into the description, remove the brand naming. Again, anything that is not pertinent to the customer, we cannot customize this particular product. Remove the model number. This. And we could keep the rest. Ultimately, you would want to convert this instead of millimeters into feet, especially for your American market. But anything that says centimeters or millimeters, please do convert it into feet so that the customer can understand the dimensions of this particular product. All right, it's suggested at 42. Might put it as $49.99. There you go, and this is your profit after the product is sold. So this is the suggested retail. In other words, this is what other people are selling it for. So you might sometimes want to make it around a ballpark figure of this. If you're comfortable with this particular profit potential, that should be fine. Again, just imagine it being sold in terms of volume, and that is what it is that you're going to be pocketing at the end of the day. Now, sometimes the rule is, of course, to sell it at a 5 times multiple, but I'm comfortable with selling it around this particular price, and I am comfortable with this particular profit potential. I'm not going to make this product look like it's on sale. This way I could actually juxtapose and put it side by side for you guys so you can understand what a product that is on sale looks like versus a product that is not on sale. All right, here are some knives. Now I'm going to move a little bit faster past this point. I think you already understand what it is that what I'm going to do continuing forward, uh, because it is basically the same thing that I did with these previous items. So I'm just going to move a little bit faster. Let's remove the branding. Stainless steel fixed blade. Tactical knife with strap is fine. Uh, okay. So there is no suggested price for this one. So I will do it at least a 5 times multiple. We could do it at $14.99. As a matter of fact, not even $14.99. Let's do it as $19.99. Okay. Now we'll make this product on sale. Apply and import to the store. Hunting knife outdoors. Again, you guys can get creative with these particular product descriptions. I'm not going to do so in this video, but this is just a foundational video. So again, the recommended step would be to find similar products and see, instead of reinventing the wheel, see how you can repurpose other people's information or repurpose other people's product descriptions and put it into the description of what this product, how you would name or label this particular product title. Let's move the model number, move the model, move the model name, variants. You could put this as import the store. Go over to images. Perfect. As you can see, these are not branded, so that's great. There's that. Any images of the product in use. Let me see. Let's go water, tactical, water bottle pouch. So in other words, this is a Velcro This will be part of a Velcro back. You can put it on a Velcro backpack. So no images of that here, but you might want to add that in the description itself. So go here to import in the store. Go over to images. Okay, all of these images are already selected. Here's an image of the product in use. Flat version of the product carrying. And there you go. Let's import that one to the store. Now we have some fishing rods. Import a pocket pen. Now, just a big key when it comes to converting. This is just a tip. When it comes to converting or having a product that converts, you definitely need to spend a lot more time creating a converting description for your product. So this is not necessarily sufficient. Importing it directly from AliExpress is not necessarily the most sufficient, or it is not the most efficient way of having a product that converts, i.e. one that sells. All right, so you would want to have a lot more content here, even a video of the product in use, anything that can basically help you sell this particular product, but keeping it at the bare minimum as given by AliExpress is not the recommended path that you should take when it comes to converting or having converting descriptions or products that sell on your store. So you're gonna want to beef this up a lot more with a product description. Now let's go here, put it at 34. Of course, you want to remove this, origin China. And let's go here to $44.99. There you go. And your images. Again, you'll just have to Photoshop this particular product. And the only way that you can actually do it is, of course, you first upload the product or import it into your store. Afterwards, I'll show you how to remove through something like Adobe Illustrator or Adobe Photoshop, how to remove the branding from this particular product. Anything that provides a product description, the benefits, these are things that customers that are really dedicated to this product, and ideally you want to find customers through your Facebook method or Facebook strategy, customers that are very excited or passionate about this particular field, and these are the ones that you'll be targeting and providing them with this pertinent information. So we're just going to import that. And I think I'll leave it as that for now. I'm not really going to do the last one. Let's go here to the back end, refresh the screen. You're going to be able to see all the products that we have. There you go. All right. So now we have 3 or so products. So what we're going to create now are collections. While we do that, let's just duplicate the screen so we can see the front end while we're developing the back end or working on the back end. So your home page, be able to see that. Deleted this unnecessarily. All right, there we go. Now we're gonna have to create a couple of collections. So we'll create the backpack collection, or it's a better name for it. Okay, hydration backpack. This is where you would put in the, this is not necessary, honestly. Right now what we're doing is we're creating a collection. We will upload the image. Grab the image from here. All right. Preview the image, and then we're just going to drag the image onto the desktop. Done. Let's go back here. This is where we're going to upload the image. From there, click open, and now we're going to create a product tag is equal to backpack. Product tag for this particular one. So now any product with that we name, so this is just for the collection section, but any product that we name in the tag section, backpack, will be collected or added to this particular collection. Now I'm going to show you where the collections are actually displayed. We're going to go back here into the back end. We're going to go into customize. Go into the collections list, select this collection, select collection, and then we're going to select hydration. Select that. Hydration. The next collection I'm going to call tactical. Now I know I'm moving around from one screen to the next, but please, if you're not able to follow along, please pause the screen after every particular section and just try to, probably pace it a little bit. But right now what I'm doing is I'm going through the collection section just to start building up the front end again. Do that. And I'm building up this front end. Then of course, once this one is clicked, you're going to be able to see the items as they relate to this particular section or the collection section. So I'm building up the front end now. So this one is called hydration. Let's go into, this one is going to be called tactical. Let's get a product image. this image right here. So here's one of these images. This should be fine. And let's go here to upload image. We're going to call this product tag tactical, and then click save. Now we're going to go back into the collection section, or excuse me, go not to the collection section. We're going to go here into the online store, back into customize, then back into this collection section here, collections list, and the second collection is going to be called tactical. We'll select that, save that, and then the last one we're going to call it shelter. Now we're going to create a selection for shelters. So here, orders, excuse me, product, collections, and now we will create another one called shelter. Let's go back here to the back end. Done. Products. Let's get a picture of the tent. I like this tent. Now I was flipping through those images because I want to get at least a larger image so that it can appear nicer on the front. As you can see, those previous images that I just flipped through were a lot smaller. Now I'm going to go here, shelter, upload this image, green tent, open, and the product tag, we're going to call it shelter. And we click save. Go back into the store, customize, collections list. The last one will be shelter. Now you can choose to have images, since right here both of my images, both of these two images of course are have a white background. This one does not. Sometimes I would want to keep things a little bit uniform so it doesn't look off, but this is just for example purposes. So if you were to choose any other image for this one, you would probably want to do the same thing to follow the same rule. Just keep a white background, just to keep everything uniform. I'm going to click save. All right. Let's go here. Remove this section here. We don't need that. Do not need this. So I'm basically showing you again the foundations of how to create a good store. At least this is foundational material. We could cover the advanced parts in another section, but for now, this is how to do an advanced. This is how to give or provide a good foundation. This is a good foundation for a clean store. So we have the footer. Want to add another section called let's see, the newsletter, and might want to add another section for featured collection. So there we go. So let's add that featured collection, and then we're going to add one more section called the newsletter. And that should pretty much be it. So then we click save. So featured collection. Well, we'll have to build a collection out, but let me show you how to now make these products visible once the icon is clicked upon, once the link here is clicked upon. So right now there are no products within the section. The reason being because we have not tagged any product, but now we will go about doing so. So all you would have to do now is go into the all product section. Every respective product, we will call it according to the respective tag that we have created within every particular collection. So here we have the 3L Tactical Hydration Backpack. And if I remember correctly, we call this hydration. All right, hydration. Now it's going to go within the hydration section. So also put this as hydration. Let's save. Let's go back to products. Call this tactical. Tactical. Save. Products. Shelter. Save. I'll put this under tactical. I might want to separate this out, but it's the same process, so I'll just call this one tactical. It's the same process for any product that you have. You would go about creating the collection, and then after that you would go about along with the product tag, and then you would label every particular item within the product tag according to the same tag within the collection. So now let's go back to products. Call this tactical. Tactical. And save. And I believe we already labeled this last one, but I just want to check. No, we did not. Shelter. All right, now we click save. Let's go around the home section. And within every particular section, let me see, sorry, there are no products. All right, so tactical worked. I don't know why hydration did not. Shelter also worked. Perhaps I labeled it as something different. Just make sure. What is the name of the collection? Oh, okay, we labeled it backpack. So let's go back to products. Here, we call this backpack. Now let's refresh the screen here. And when we go to view all, you should be able to see all the products that have been tagged. The recommended amount of products per page, I would say, would be about 10 products per collection. So right now I only have 2, but it's the same process, basically just wash, rinse, and repeat on how to create a product. So I'm going to move on from that. Let me see here. Let's continue building out this front end. So we do have another section to take care of, and it's basically the same. So the collection title here, and then what I'm going to do is go back here. Oh, wrong button. Let's go into the customize section. Featured collection, select the collection, and looks like which one do we have more of? Okay, we'll use a tactical collection. We'll save that. So what I'm going to do, as I promised, I'm going to white label these 2 particular products. As you can see, one says Cool Board, the other one says Gocher. So I will show you how I white label it. Go back into the product section. Let's go here. Let's select this image. Let's click done. I will start white labeling it through Adobe Illustrator. And while that's loading up, let me also get the other product. So this one. And alright, let's upload both of these images in there. Open with Adobe Illustrator. And then also open this one. Adobe Illustrator. Close this. As you can see, this blue line represents the actual size of the image. So anything outside of the white or outside of this blue line is not part of the image. I'll simply take this box right here, box icon, simply just drag it over, make it into a white box without a white outline. Move the white out or the black outline. File save. Make sure that this is within the box itself. File save as a PDF. And then save it. Save it on the desktop. And then the same goes for this one. Let's move the white, the black box, or black line. There you go. Save as. Save it as a PDF. Save. Save. Alright, there you have the images of your products that are white labeled now. We just open it with Adobe Illustrator. It'll be reduced down to the square image that it is. Doesn't really make a difference whether it's inches or pixels. And the same thing for the other one. Click OK. And just file, save as a JPEG. Save. Replace that image. OK. And then we do the same for the other one. File, save as JPEG. And yes, we will also replace that image. Okay. So here's the JPEG versions of this image. Now what we do is we go back, done, add images. So that's a JPEG version, open. We'll add the image within the slide. There you go. Simply drag it to the top, remove that image, and there you go. You have a white labeled front image of this particular product. The same will go for the other one. Let's go here into Cool Boy. Let's add an image. There you go. Replace that, drag it over, remove this image, delete, and now you have a white labeled front image. So now let's refresh the screen. As you can remember, there were two items here that had the labeling on them. Now those brands no longer exist. So also, if you remember, when the as you can see here, there's a sale tile. We made the price $19.99, and then we increased the higher price by $29.99, and that's the reason why now it shows as a sale item. So these are all the things that you're able to do within the Oberlo app, where we adjusted the price, made the second price into the highest price, and then the price to the left was the actual price that we're selling the product for. So once you make a difference in price between the sale price and the actual price of the product, this tile will automatically appear. Automatically. So to be quite honest with you, this is actually a great foundation for the store. We already have our About Us. We have our Contact Us. I showed you how to do that. We have our blog, which is not a necessity when it comes to creating a store when you're first starting. It is not a necessity to necessarily have a blog, but it is a nice have to, or a nice to have, should I say. But it's not necessary, especially when you're first starting. You may not be ready to start generating all of this content. The primary thing that you will be doing, of course, is you're going to be selling your products or advertising your products through Facebook, which I'm also about to show you, at least how to set that up. Excuse me, let me just rephrase that. What I'm going to show you is how to put your pixel within your store, and that will begin the foundation of how to start running ads that are connected to your store. When customers are taking actions to in your store, it will be read through your Facebook backend. So I'm going to make a video of that as well. But so this is a nice to have, but it's not a necessity, again, when it comes to conversions. It can be a necessity later on once you basically start building a brand. This FAQ section is quite necessary. Right now it is a dead link, but it's created the very same way that I showed you how I created the other two pages, like the About Us. As a matter of fact, just for example purposes, again, let me show you how to. I'll just put in lorem ipsum, how to create a page. Let's go here. Control C. Back into pages, create another page, FAQs, and there you go. Save. Back within the navigation section, main menu, edit, close, pages, and display the, all right, there you go, FAQs, apply changes, and then save. There you go. So the next section is getting your domain. Now you can buy a domain via this domain section right here. Go to buy new domain. We can type in Pine Apple Express. See if that is available. It appears that it is. Once it is, you simply click buy. Ideally, you want to always get the .com versus the .net. So I want to go back to show you that, but all right, Apple Express, 3 A's. All right, just click buy, and then you'll be taken to putting in all your credit card information, and then after that, of course, you click continue, and then continue the process all the way through to completion. The next stage would be, so we've already covered blog posts, covered products. When an order comes in, all orders are read through this particular section. With an abandoned cart, that's when a customer takes an action on your store to make a purchase. They input all of their information, but they do not necessarily follow through with clicking the Pay Now button. Then it will show all of their information in terms of the fact that they took an action on your store. They provided their information, but they did not complete the order. These people are prime targets for anything having to do with retargeting. All right, I'm also going to show you guys a couple of more apps. Of course, you already went through the product section. If you want to add or create any kind of discount code, you can create your discount code here. You want to call it Pine Express, and then you just put the percentage. If you want to, if they put this at the checkout, you want them to only have 20. You want to offer them like a 20% discount at the checkout. You can do that off of the entire order, or only specific collections or specific products. Is really up to you. This is what goes into your promotions and how you would promote your particular product. You can also choose the start date and end date, or if you do not want it to have an end date or not expire at all, you simply uncheck this button. If you want to check it and you want it to be a promotion for a certain period of time, then you would check this button, and then you would make the respective date of when this particular promotion will be closed. After that, click save, and now you can put this kind of discount code within your target, your marketing pop-up, or the pop-up to your screens. You can say basically use this code at checkout. This is basically going all into your advertising strategy. All right, of course, you want to make sure that your prices are marked up high enough so that 20% of an order does not hurt you financially. Let's add in a couple of more apps, some foundational apps. Another one of them being, let's see here. I know in a class I made mention of Cartify. These are apps that you would have to purchase, but this is for what they call a one-click upsell. So in other words, at the checkout process, or right before completion or after completion of the checkout, when you're clicking to make the purchase, a pop-up will happen, or a pop-up will show up and say you can add these other items to your cart. This kind of conversions, or these kind of pop-ups, have been shown to be more successful than what they call pre-checkout pop-ups. The reason being because you're already ready to. So the after or post checkout pop-ups, um, they've basically the best way for me to put it is with the pre checkout process or pre checkout pop up, it's been shown to cause more friction in terms of not making a customer go through to a sale because they're seeing all these pop-ups and basically at the wrong selling point. The post checkout process or the post pop-up checkout process happens right when you're about to click that pay now button, and then a pop-up will show up when you're already hot and ready to buy. Then a pop-up will show up and then just make another suggestion for you. So it's a way of you to increase what they call your AOV or your average order value. So this is a highly recommended app. You could click get after that, and for whatever card information that is that you have on file when you finish the setup of your store, it will charge that particular card. For now, you can simply install the app, and if you want to come back at a later date, you can do so to complete the purchase, but you do not have to do so right now. All right, so you could cancel out of this, and then you could complete that at a later time. Let's go back to apps. Another app that is good is the Privy app. Free email pop-ups with exit intent. And this is a good pop-up. It actually has a spinning wheel pop-up, which is one of the areas that you can actually put in your discount code. Say like get 10% off or get 20% off of your order, or you just won a 10% off your order discount. Enter your email in order to redeem it. They enter their email and then they could get the code. You can incentivize customers that way as well, to basically give you their email and then to also put them within the email chain. This one you would also click get. You can install it. Let's close that up. Let's go back here, apps. Let's refresh this and then the app will show. And then the last app that I'm going to give you guys will be frequently bought together. It is a nice way of basically suggesting, and the entire point behind this, of course, again, is to increase your average order value. A store that uses this is one of my stores. And you can see that I use this within the leggings section of items that are frequently bought together. This happens to be one of the hottest selling items on my store. So let's go to leggings. Let's go to this pair of leggings. And there you go. Frequently bought together. There you go, and also customer reviews. And one of the secrets that I gave out in class are, of course, the ways that you can import these reviews from products that are already being sold and that are in the queue with through AliExpress. So I don't want to forget to mention that one, but frequently bought together is definitely a necessity. And all right. No need to input this information. You can input that at a later time. Frequently bought together. And the last one will be the AliExpress import reviews. You can get this, and that's what displays the reviews of those particular products that you get from AliExpress on the front end of your website. Install the app, and You would want to get the $9.99 plan, and then you will be able to install, import those very same reviews from the AliExpress items onto your store, and then also you'll be able to get the product descriptions, or not only product descriptions, but customers taking pictures with the products on the store as well. So let me just show you an example of that. Let's go here, skirts. All right, so it's still loading that section. Let's refresh. Those are frequently bought together. The review should pop up over here and shows. All right, it's taking a little bit too long. There you go. There's pictures of customers taking pictures with the product itself, and there are the reviews. So that's a good way to display the reviews on the front end. Now, the last thing that I also want to add is how do you connect your store to your Facebook account? It's going to be done through something called the Facebook Pixel. Now, this is where we basically, and this is of course where I'm going to leave this particular lesson off, but this is where you start integrating your Facebook campaigns, which would be your advertising campaigns, with your Shopify store. So what you would need to do is you would have to create an account through business.facebook.com. Create an account. So I'm just going to create a dummy account today. NYC at, let's create an account. Albert. I was going to say Albert Einstein. Let's see. All right, so while this uploading, your account has been confirmed. You can now use Facebook's features. Okay. And block. Next. Skip the step. And let's go into the business side of things. Advertising on Facebook. Let's go to business. On Facebook. Create an account. Business name. Press. Okay. Gmail.com. Finish. Okay. And this is where you will have to create your pixel. Create a pixel. Create. Use to integrate here into Shopify. Continue. Continue. Let's go back right here. It's my pixel ID. Control C. Continue. And now we're just going to connect it to this. V. Save. And once that's done, that's the URL for this website. All right, that means it's active. And then you just click continue. And then we close. So now you have a Facebook pixel added to your store. The next thing that you would need to do is get into your business settings. You will have to create your billing for your store. Let's see here. Payments. Okay, add your payment method. And this is basically where the card through which Facebook is going to charge you for running Facebook ads. Now, just to let you know, you can pay. Basically, Facebook is a case where it's you go first and then you pay later. But once you reach the $750 threshold, Facebook will automatically deduct $750 out of your account. Now, you can also still you can continue accruing the cost on Facebook. From $100, $200, $300, however much it is that you want. But you can also pay that at any time it is that you want. But once again, it reaches $750, it will automatically deduct that amount from your account. So you might want to just pay as you go. But again, it's not a necessity for you to make the payment immediately until you reach the $750. And if you do not pay that $750, then of course, you will not be able to run any ads. So with that, I hope you guys were able to follow along. I hope you got a lot of meat out of this. Let me see. Another section that you will have to do is, of course, you will have to put in, set up your PayPal. These are your payment methods or your payment gateways, how you will get paid. So you will have to set it up through Stripe, and you will also have to set it up through PayPal. The difference between both of these, this will be connected to your bank account, and this will be connected to a PayPal account. Once you're paid through PayPal, you get paid immediately. When you're paid through your bank, it takes about 2 to 3 days of processing, business days of processing, before you get paid. So, of course, if you want to get paid faster, then this option is an ideal one for you, but the customer will have the options of choosing either or. So whichever one it is that they pay, if you do not see any money, or if you know that an order came in and and you do not see it come in your bank in 2 or 3 days, then just check your PayPal account online, and that's most likely where it's going to be. So with that being said, I hope that you guys again learned a lot out of this, and let me put it this way: I look forward to seeing you guys again during our next session. All right, now take care.